The Trumpian idea of freedom is freedom for me, but not for you.
Starmer needs to get off his knees. He needs to show some bold action, or he needs to resign.
We hate Donald Trump in this country. We want to give our government a shake, tell them, grow a spine. It's time to stand up to bullies.
My sign? Well, it's just all the words I can think of when I was thinking about Donald Trump. Tyrant, he's a racist, very ugly old man. He's a molester, and we released the files on Jeffrey Epstein, right?
I've been brought up Labour and questioning my sanity now. It breaks my heart. I never thought a Labour government would be getting into bed with someone like Trump. I feel very strongly. Never been on a protest in my life.
So I'm wearing Trump mask, of course, and yeah, we've got the Royal Reunion placard here, and yeah, evidence of him and his amazing friend Andrew.
And what brought you to the protest?
So mostly I'm just quite annoyed that he's here. It costs the UK millions of pounds. It's taxpayers' money, it's coming out of my pocket, and I think he's evil. And yeah, he's got some very dodgy friends.
My name is Zoe Gardner. I'm a spokesperson for the Stop Trump Coalition and a campaigner on migrants' rights.
Can you tell us why you organized this rally today?
Because we wanted to give a voice to the many millions of people in this country who are disgusted that we're rolling out the red carpet for Trump. He is enabling and funding a genocide in Gaza. He is a friend of Putin, and he is no friend of the UK. And we want to give our government a shake, tell them, grow a spine. It's time to stand up to bullies.
I'm here because I'm protesting against Trump's visit. My family has been a victim of his policies. In 2017, in his first term, I was deported after living for 35 years in the United States, committing no crimes at all, but just being a British citizen who had a marijuana offense when I was in my teens.
Unfortunately, immigration has decided that Graham is an illegal alien, but we don't view him as that because he's made such a wonderful, fantastic contribution to our community.
I lost a house, a job, my friends. I committed no crime in the US.
Amnesty, we're here in our numbers to say very loud and very clear that Donald Trump is not welcome. He is not welcome, and his politics is not welcome. He should not be given the red carpet treatment. He should not be treated to a state banquet when he is actively complicit and providing diplomatic cover for a genocide in Gaza, when he is allowed for the kind of politics that terrorizes people of color with masked ICE agents, and when he's allowed for the rollback of the reproductive rights of women across America. That is something that we should be saying no to, and that's what we're here to send a message about.
I think my primary reason for being here is Trump's destruction of democracy in the Western world. I mean, he doesn't intend to stop at his own country. He's going to bring his destruction here. And I think we really do have to stand up and fight, or else we're going to lose what good people have died for. Good people have died to fight fascism and extreme right-wing ideology, and we can't let that loss go. I don't know, without just standing up, trying to do something.
You've got to make yourself heard. It's not just the right wing who have an opinion and a voice.
We've just had racist riots in our streets last weekend, and actually Keir Starmer should have been front and centre outside Downing Street, bringing the country together. Instead, what do we have? We have Keir Starmer welcoming a despot into this country and pretending that those are British values.
What do you hope he says to Donald Trump today?
I hope he calls him out on the genocide in Gaza. Of course, that's going to be difficult when we're selling arms to Israel as well. I also hope he speaks to him about the banning of books in America. This is the supposed free speech champion that's doing that. The militarization of the police. Of course, these are all issues that are up to America. But Keir Starmer is an international human rights lawyer, so you'd think he'd have something to say about this when he sits with the president.
Every UK Prime Minister has treated America exactly the same in the past. We're over a barrel, and I wish we could have a Prime Minister with a backbone who can stand up to bullies like Trump.
Trump's not welcome here. His racism, his sexism, his bigotry, Islamophobia, it stinks. It doesn't represent British politics. It doesn't represent the UK. We don't want him here. We don't want to roll out the red carpet for him. That's what my sign is about. And same message on the back.
We had a lot of interest and excitement before Tommy Robinson's rally, but I think a lot of people saw that happen and felt like, oh, actually, I really do need to stand up now and be counted. And because it's not just like the numbers that Tommy got on his rally, and it's not just the fact that Elon Musk was funding his movement and speaking at that rally. It's also the fact that the media and our politicians only seem to have one story about the UK. Apparently, we're all represented there. That was just full of normal people. I'm sorry, I don't know any normal people who marched with Tommy Robinson, personally, myself. And I know that most of the country actually is really decent and sees him as a far-right racist criminal. Nobody's telling that story. So this is our chance to take back the narrative and actually show the strength of feeling in this country for a completely different kind of politics.
Prime Minister is meeting him today. What would you hope Keir Starmer would say to Trump?
He's not gonna, but I would hope he'd tell him to do one, and that he's not welcome in the UK.
I think they're going to be talking about selling out the UK, right? Donald Trump has come with an entourage of billionaire tech barons and finance chiefs, and they're coming here to carve up what they can, and they're going to call it investment, right? And what it is, the lie of a trickle-down trade deal. We know that that's rubbish by now, don't we, right? So this investment, what that really means is that we're going to sign away our rights to regulate the US tech industry. We're going to sign away our rights to regulate the nuclear industry, to tax them properly, and they're going to build power-hungry data centers across our country. And we know that where that's happened in the US, the towns near these data centers have had their water systems poisoned. Their electricity is unreliable because these data centers use so much energy. I wish that Starmer would tell Donald Trump that he has to end the genocide, because he can do it.
A lot of people here have been saying to me that they wish that Keir Starmer would take a stand on Trump against the genocide in Gaza, but Keir Starmer and the UK government said that it wasn't a genocide just over a week ago. What do you make of that?
This is something that we've come to expect of Keir Starmer's government, alongside the clampdown on the right to protest on issues of Palestine. We've also seen a delegitimization of the struggle for the rights of Palestinians and the ability to call what is happening a genocide. So unfortunately, this comes as no surprise, and we call on Keir Starmer to act. And one of the ways in which he can act is not by welcoming Donald Trump and his cronies into this country with open arms.
What would you hope Keir Starmer would say to Trump?
Oh, that's a good question. I think end the war in Ukraine, end the war in Gaza, and just that we're not going to capitulate to him.
Do you have any faith that Keir Starmer would take such a line with Trump?
No, none at all. None at all. He's not bold enough, he's not ambitious enough, and he just capitulates.